Hello everyone, and welcome to another week of Project Lead the Way. I'm going to go over the activities that you're required to do for December 7th through December 11th. So here we are on our haiku page. You'll click at home. And this week we're going to pick up right where we left off with the medical history forms and the mystery disease of Mr. Joe Bloggs. If you remember last week, what you were asked to do is read this information here and complete the top portion of this chart, the case history, and the physical exam sections. That should already be completed because you should have done that last week. This week we're going to work on the test recommendations, the laboratory analysis, and the follow-up/diagnosis. So if you'll go back to haiku, at the bottom right here, I briefly explain what I would like for you to do or what questions I would like for you to answer in those sections. So for test recommendations, based on Joe's symptoms, what illness or disease would you like Joe to be tested for? What made you decide to test Joe for this illness or disease? So you can absolutely use the internet or Google to look up what symptoms Joe has and what tests you can recommend. Would you like to test him for scoliosis? Would you like to test him for multiple sclerosis? What would you like to test him for based on what he has, based on his symptoms? So you can go to Google or WebMD.com and then type in the symptoms there that Joe's experiencing and see what you come up with, okay? And then what you'll do is you'll put that for the test recommendations portion on the medical history form, okay? So let's go next to the laboratory analysis. So how do doctors go about testing a patient for this specific illness or disease? So let's say that you want Joe tested for multiple sclerosis or MS. How does a doctor go about testing a patient for MS? You can research that, and you'll put that there for the laboratory analysis, okay? I would not like for you to copy and paste, but it would be okay if you did, okay? So then we're going to look at the follow-up or diagnosis. So how sure are you that this is the correct diagnosis? Let's say that we diagnose Joe with multiple sclerosis. How sure are you, 0 to 100%, that this is what Joe has? Do you think it could be anything else? And what makes you feel this way? So that's what I'd like for you to explain there. Okay, so in this section right here, how sure are you that Joe has the disease that you researched? Okay, then we'll keep reading. This is kind of pertaining to this up here, so that's already been taken care of. You'll watch this video. Last week you answered a discussion question about what a pedigree is. Whenever you watch this video, it will explain what a pedigree is. So this is right here is an example of what you'll be doing this week. Now, we're not going to do 3 generations. We're only going to do 2. Okay, so the video explained the Roman numerals right here talk about generations. So right here we're going to talk about a rolling tongue, and a rolling tongue is if you can stick your tongue out and make like a circle with your tongue. That means you can roll your tongue. Okay, and so you're going to make a pedigree, which you're going to make one of these using Google Drawing and with this fictitious family here that I made up. All right, so what I've done for you is I've given you an example of a pedigree, and this is my family. So a square represents a male or a man, okay, and a circle represents a female or a woman. So here you have my dad, who is male. That we know that because he has a square, and then my mom, which is female, she has a circle, and then this right here is called a marriage line, and then this is my brother, and then this is me. So my brother and I are both males, men, so we have squares. And then because it is shaded, because the square and the circle is shaded, this is the trait that we are tracking. So because it's shaded, we possess this trait, or we have this trait, which means we can roll our tongues. So what you're going to do is you're going to use Google Drawing, and you're going to create a pedigree for this family here. So we have mom and dad, a brother and a sister, and another brother and a sister. Okay, so 2 brothers and 2 sisters, and mom and dad have 4 kids. If you need help with this, you can absolutely email me. This video should help, and the video that you're going to watch here about pedigrees should help. So you have multiple avenues if you need assistance, and once you finish your Google Drawing, you'll Dropbox it right here. Okay? If you have any questions, again, please email me or call the school, and I'll be more than happy to help you. I hope that you have a good week, and if you have any questions, again, please ask.